Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Lines Forever. Today I have a 5v5 custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxis map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. We'll start with Team 1 on the western side of the map, and then we'll end with Team 2 on the eastern side of the map. Taking a look at Team 1's northern player first, we have in Amethyst Purple, it is Boom King. He's playing as a UEF. He is a 1500. To his southwest, we have in Batman Gray, it is Sandman27 playing as an Aeon. He is an 1100. In Light Oak 10, next door to him, we have Noob Slab playing as a Cybran. He is a 1900. He is the highest rated player on Team 1 and in the game overall. To his southwest, in Orange Color Orange, blending in with his environment quite nicely, it is Off Kilter playing as a UEF. He is a 1400. And then rounding off Team 1 in Ruby Red, we have Legend Lore 2 playing as a Cybran. He is a 1500. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have 2 UEF, 2 Cybran, 1 Aeon, and then 0 Seraphim. Take a look at Team 2 southern side first. We have in Pac-Man Yellow, it is Twitchy Mofo playing as a Cybran. He is a 1700. He is tied for the highest rated player on his team. To his north in Barbie Pink, we have RX78-2, or probably RX for short. He is an Aeon for this match as a 1000 rated, again in Barbie Pink. Next door to him, we have SpectreSlave137 going for his drone upgrade in Rust. He is a 1700, tied with Twitchy for the highest rated player on their team. He's also going for the right drone right after that left one. Northeastern direction, we have Cool Dude in Chevy Crimson as a Cybran. He is a 1300. Looks like he is going to cool off. And to his northwest, we have in Royal Blue, it is Master of Seasons playing as an Aeon. He is a 1500. So for Team 2 side of the map, they have 1 UEF. They also have 2 Cybran and 2 Aeon with 0 Seraphim, which means for the entirety of this match, there are no Seraphim players. Apologies to those that love to make grand entrances, but just for some reason, they always show up late. Hopefully you enjoy the game nonetheless. And for these 10 players on the map, let's take a look at their reclaim situation. Currently sitting at 12,000 mass and reclaim, which makes it 1.2k mass per player. Makes the math in my head quite easy to just rattle off there. And in terms of the location of the reclaim, I mean, there's kind of a big, huge kind of gap of nothing over here in the main player's bases. But, there's some reclaim over here in the southeast and northwest and some in the middle. We do see a 400, 500 kind of splotchage right over there. And then in the more northwest direction, again, not really super much, but there is a couple of 300s down there as well. And we'll take a look at where these players are headed off to. We have Team 2's Master of Seasons going for a gun upgrade, and he's going to be facing off against Boom King. There is a civilian structure in the way, so the couple of T1 PD preventing their just easy walking in. Maybe we'll see somebody try to grab the radar installation that's just already there. We already see some Lobos moving in to grab that destruction of said PD emplacements. We do see in the south, it's going to be 2v2, it looks like. We have Team 1's Legend Lore and Off Kilter versus Team 2's Twitchy and RX. Again, that civilian structure kind of getting in the way. And no, those aren't Legend Lore stuff, even though they share the same color. It's just the default of the civilian structures. And in the middle of the map, we do see Team 2's Cool Dude going for gun. Not Master of Seasons, we have Noob Slayer going for no upgrade, just going towards the middle of the map. So it's going to be 1v1 in that direction. Gun range is done. Started for Master of Seasons. His speed upgrade is done. We do see splitting off from the main group. We have RX and Legend Lore moving to the southern side of the map. Again, a little bit of reclaim down here. Not a whole lot, but it is something to be concerned about. We do see Team 1's Boom King going after the remaining structures. We do see some assistance, actually, from Master of Seasons grabbing that radar installation. So no free radar installation for anybody up there to the north. And the gun upgrade is almost done. And in the south for Team 1 and Team 2, we have the first com action. It is the Cybran of Legend versus the RX of the Aeon Persuasion of Team 2's side of the map. Team 2 will have a slight hit point advantage with 1,000 additional base hit points. Nothing too crazy, though. If they keep trading like this, one will kill the other in the explosion. So no worries there one way or the other in terms of one player escaping. We do see in the north, we do see some Combi-Com action, and Master of Seasons dropping hit points relatively quickly. He's in the yellow, but he is at first star vet, though. He's almost going to drop into the red territory. He probably will drop into the red territory because there's a long walk to get to somewhere where he can protect himself underneath the water. And we do see 28, essentially 100 still on board. He'll probably go for maybe a shield upgrade first. He may try to fall back and just hang out, maybe get the advanced range upgrade online or something, maybe even get engineer assistance to help him up, but he's definitely going to be knocked out a little bit on terms of the offensive side of things for the time being. We do see that Team 2's Cool Dude's going to sub in for him. Boom King has no upgrades on board, so that will be an advantage for Team 2. We do see Twitchy going for his gun upgrade on the southern side. And now RX is being sandwiched between Legend and Off Kilter, and RX is going to be the first departure of the game. There he goes. Killed off officially by Legend Lord, but assisted by Off Kilter, which means it is going to be now a 5v4 in favor for Team 1 at 8 minutes on the clock, with a shield upgrade started for Master of Seasons in the north. We do see Cool Dude has been spotted by Boom King, so looks like somebody's going to be walked down, maybe, possibly, maybe. He's going northward. There's not really a lot of escape. He could try to go northeast, to be honest, and get out of range of Cool Dude's commander. He's going to continue moving westward, though, which Cool Dude is moving into intercept. It doesn't look like Cool Dude's really pushing into him yet. Looks like he's really trying to sandwich him into a corner and get him away from these forces, it looks like. We do see Master of Seasons again going for the shield upgrade. T2 started for Team 1's Noob. We have gun started for Sandman. It's speed upgrade specifically. We do see stealth started for Team 2's Twitchy, with Off Kilter going for a gun upgrade as well. And in terms of anything crazy nonsensical, we do see that Team 2's Cool Dude did not try to chase down Boom King. We do see some more T2 pillars online. Team 1 PD also mixed in there as well to try to force Team 2 away. Almost first veterancy for Cool Dude in the north. And stealth now starting here for Twitchy after the gun upgrade has been completed. No upgrades yet for Legend Lord. He, again, is in the mid-ish yellow, so he is at first star vet. So that means a little bit more hit points for him. But again, it's not snipe territory yet, so he's fine. But it's definitely one of those concerning things. He stays there too long, he might be a target for Team 2. We do see nano repair going down here for Twitchy. And we do see gun range started for Sandman to the north. And as well as Master of Seasons going for the advanced range upgrade. So again, first shield and now advanced range coming online. Cool Dude's thinking, okay, he's going for his upgrade now. I'm just going to fall back and move back to the middle of the map. Noob Slayer only has T2 on board and missiles inbound. Are they going to go for the P-Gen or are they going to go for the... Looks like maybe they're going to go for the P-Gen. Yeah, they don't go for the T3 air headquarters now online for Team 2's player of Spectre Slave. So that'll be interesting for him. Getting that air online at about 10.5 minutes or so. Team 1, T3 air is working on it, but it's not there yet. T3 air also started here for Team 1's Off Kilter. So 2 air players for Team 1. Team 2 with the, again, additional base from RX, which is sitting at almost 100 mass a second. But no, there's a secondary air player for Team 2's Cool Dude. So 2 air players for each team. Not the exact same players in terms of positions on the map, but at least 2 for each, so there's that. I will note, it looks like I did not turn off the hover in terms of the build queue, so I was messing with some settings and I had an issue with my audio. It was just blasting for whatever reason. It wouldn't go back to normal. You could hear just super loud things. You could barely hear just the clicking of the scoreboard or anything like that, so I had to mess with the settings. That's why some of them aren't exactly the same as you're used to them. So again, let me know if there's any adjustments. Maybe the text size, I'll probably make that a little bit bigger because I think it went back to default. So there is that. We do see stealth started for Legendary. He does have gun, speed, and range now on board. And he might be moving in to intercept Twitchy, who again has gun and nano on board. Off Kilter does have gun. And we have a T2 Salem producing facility outbound from Legend. He's going to start poking and prodding with that longer range, very slow moving unit on land at least. To the north we have Boom King and Cool Dude. Boom King now has gun on board. And Overcharge misses that Obsidian. That's a little unfortunate. And Obsidian will lose its shield capacity, at least for now. We do see Team 2 is launching an all-out assault. We do see Team 1 Sandman moving in with speed and range. We have 2 players here and 1 player here. Easily could see a sandwiching happening for Team 1. They're not going for it just yet, but looks like Off-Kilter's moving in. We do see Salem is falling back. We do see Legendler's also inbound, so it looks like maybe we're going to try to kill off Sandman and eliminate one side of the issue. You see a couple of Rhinos pushing forward. T2 gunship online for Off-Kilter. T3 Air is online for him. And Twitchy is forced to move forward because he does see Off-Kilter moving in. Oh, T2. Oh, Naval Headquarters is being hit by some mobile missile launcher Viper technology nonsense. And we do see Legend continuing to push. Oh, it's not looking good for him. We do see Sandman continuing to fall back. He might as well turn around and help kill off maybe Twitchy if they can get it. We do see in the north, we have stealth started here for Cool Dude. And then we have Master of Seasons pushing, well, actually falling back because of the PD for Noob Slayer. Off-Kilter looking too great on board the commander, but he's not too bad, I'd say. We do see Twitchy is going to now start receiving some damage from the commander. We do see Sandman's now moving back to assist. T2 Naval Headquarters is still alive, I will add. And Off-Kilter's just dropping hit points like it's going out of style. He'll actually lose his gunship and the second one that was inbound. And now Off-Kilter has been killed off by Team 2 Twitchy. Now it's a 4v4 game. And Twitchy's actually going to escape and get into the pond and then get out of there. So there was an opportunity for Team 1 to kill him off. And he's going to get out of there before it is not good to be there long term. We do see that Sandman is at 1-star vet now. Twitchy's at 2-star vet. And Legendlord is also on 2-star vet. The only difference between him and Twitchy is he does not have Nano on board. We do see in the north, Cool Dude's back out of the pond and now pushing into Boom King again. We do see Master of Seasons is running around in the middle. And we do see Noob Slayers down here hanging out with a couple of PD, a couple of AA. No shield. Definitely probably needs a shield. But for the time being, it's not too bad. Team 1's at 370. Team 2's at 315. So about 60 mass in favor for Team 1. Not a terrible lead for Team 2 to try to come back up to get up to even at least. But, you know, it's something for Team 1. But it's not the end-all, be-all. It's about 15 mass a second per player, which makes it about a regular T3 mechs pretty much. Because I think it's 27 when it's ringed. And I think it's 18 when it's not, so almost the T3 mechs. But when you get to T3 mechs, is usually you have them ringed, so you go straight from 9 to 27. So you're just tripling your passive income. We do see that Twitchy Mofo slowly eating away at Noob Slayer's stuff. There's a radar installation there. There is a destroyer hanging out now in this pond. Looks like it walked over and said hi. There is another naval facility online for Noob as well. And looks like he just has a frigate produced for now. We do see that Twitchy might be just coming in to reclaim the thing. I would be surprised to see, does he have the order? Looks like he's just going to maybe get out of the pond. Looks like he's going to go this way and head that way. He is taking some damage, but again, as a reminder, he has 4-star vet now on board, 92 hit points a second regen. So realistically, it is a worry, but it's not that much of a worry, so because by the time he regens and takes the damage and whatnot, I mean, it's pretty much even for the most part. I'd say it's slowly trending downward, but not by that much. Bricks are inbound from him to assist. They have torpedoes and torp defense on board to deal with that Salem's annoying little torpedoes. We do see Master of Seasons' first shielding is down. He's up to 15,000 hit points, 4-star vet. Boom King's at no veterancy. He does also have nano, though, so 50 hit points a second versus 34, and that's with 4 veterancy, too. So, yeah, he's going to get a lot more regen from that upgrade once he gets some veterancy for Boom King. We do see the base once belonging to Team 1's Off-Kilter does get it gifted over to Noob Slayer, so now he's on double base with air and land. And it is still not the same player in terms of position dying on each team. So different players have different bases. So it looks like Team 2 is going to get, again, more momentum in the southwest direction towards the southwestern side. Team 2, and we might want to watch out for air now that one of the air players has double base. And they could easily throw a lot of eco into that ASF producing facility. Team 2's other air player is producing their own ASF, so it's not like one's focusing on gunships and then air. Both of them are focusing on air. Same thing with Team 1's Sandman. And it looks like the destroyers are not getting bullied by bricks. Again, the destroyers and the bricks both have torp defense and torpedoes on board, so it's kind of a stalemate, but there's a lot more bricks, so a lot more torpedoes being fired, which usually means a lot more annoyances for Team 1 to deal with, which means those Salems are just going to be forced back anyways. More and more being built and being used as mobile T2 artillery down here in the south, helping to secure Legend Lord's position. We do see Team 2's claiming that southern side where we saw RX being killed up. I can't stop this. Starting Shield Heavy, says Master of Seasons. And we do see Calm Placement, says Sandman, talking about... What was he talking about? Oh, talking about Team 1's noob, just in case... Probably he's talking about in case of snipes, because it is 18 minutes. First Salem has been destroyed. We do see a sub is now online. Team 1 torp launch is being spammed up pretty quickly. And again, it's going to slowly eat away at this. There are a couple of gunships and Sandman's Comm waiting to receive the bricks. Looks like they're going to go after Noob Slayer's main base. We do see Team 2 Twitch. He's out of the pond again, now getting bombarded by Salem fire. He's going to go, nah, that's enough. I'm not going to deal with that. And now we have the bricks being shooed away by restorers and other bricks. And now the Calm of Sandman. They're going to go southward, it looks like. They're going to try to go after some of the mexes for Team 1. The Team 1 is responding to this decently quickly, so yeah, some mexes will be eliminated, but I don't think it'll be that bad. It'll be bad, just not that bad. Shield Heavy started again for Master of Seasons. Torpedo started for Legend. I have an idea who he's going after. And then in the north, we have Team 2's Cool Dude. Still pushing back Boom King. It's definitely more of a homogenous, homeostasis northern side. Just because there's a little bit of pushback, but there's not that much in terms of one way or the other, so it's kind of just stasis. We do see one mix was eliminated. The second one was almost killed off. But honestly, the amount of reclaim from the bricks versus the loss of the T2 mechs, definitely worth it. Another Salem wreck has been dropped onto the planet, the moon, the celestial body thing. Engineers building up Team 1 AA for whatever reason. We do see Legend Lord chasing after Twitchy. Twitchy's dropping hit points relatively quickly because of the bricks and the Salems and the Calm. Noob is inbound as well. Twitchy's dropping to about 50% hit points. What was he shooting at there? I don't know what was going on there. And we do see a couple of engineers push a little bit too close to Team 2's territory. In the middle of the map, a couple of Riptides using the pond and their Hovertech to try to flank this mechs, which they will not grab. And lots of interceptors still flying around, but he hasn't gone through the process of either control K them, scooping them up, or just having them be killed off for something, either going after a gunship or a comm or something. Transport. We do see one bricks down here. That was that a mermaid? That was a mermaid. It's a dead mermaid. That brick's just going to sit there and hang out. 20 kills with that brick. Not too bad, to be honest. Probably... It might count the torpedoes as kills also. Transport with some bricks are inbound from Team 2's Twitchy Mofo. Does he have any? He does not have any Percy's on board, but they are bricks nonetheless. And look where they're going. We have a spy plane chasing them down. We do see a monkey pointed out by a off-kilter. So he's still in the game. He's helping from beyond the grave. He's sitting in his chair. And he's going to drop right in the middle of those mexes. That one's going to be eliminated immediately. We have gunships moving into intercept. Transport goes, I'm out of the sea. Bye. It's going to take a little bit of time to chew through all of these bricks because, again, there aren't broadswords. They're restorers. But, hey, it's better than nothing. And in the north, still more pushback. We have Master Seasons with the advanced range and Shield Heavy online, which means he has Aeon Sniper tank online. We have 1 dead mechs, 2 dead mechs, 3 mechs, 4. And looks like he's going to grab... Ooh, T3 land headquarters might be denied. That's going to be unfortunate for Legend, but he does get the upgrade finished, which means he gets a boost in hit points. That actually might be enough to keep that thing alive. That was pretty close to losing that. That's unfortunate. Boom King notices the presence of 2 commanders, talking about the northern side. He has fallen back to pretty much his main base. Frontline base not looking too hot at this point. And it looks like, yeah, even the experimental icons got changed for whatever reason. That's frustrating, so apologies for that. I definitely enabled all of those, but apparently not. Yeah, I had to reinstall FAF. I had to reinstall Supreme Commander. It was a whole thing trying to fix my audio issue. So that's annoying. I will look into that shortly, because I definitely enable. I mean, I have the other mods enabled. I have the ACU, Highlight mod. I have the, the Scoreboard mod. I have a bunch of my other highlights, just not that one for whatever reason. Reducing the monkeys being shot at by a lot of firepower, restorers, and actually bouncers are getting into it as well. It's going to try to cancel the Monkey Lord. It probably will, if not be super close to the point where it's maybe not even usable. And there's the death of that Monkey Lord. In the north, we have Team 2's Master of Seasons still pushing in. Again, using that combat very effectively and pushing back Team 1 on the northern front. We have Stealth started for Team 1's Noob Slayer. And we do have, again, the Salems are being stacked up, but honestly, shots aren't super great because the bricks can not really dodge them, but they can dodge them enough to be annoying. And one Salem, that is the wrong button, and those Salems are being forced back into the ponds. Again, we have one Salem in that group already dead. At one brick doing a lot of damage. We have more and more Salems being added to the pile. So eventually they'll be able to chew through them pretty quickly. But again, those bricks fire pretty quickly, so they do a lot of damage over time. We have Airfight to the north. We have Team 1's Master of Seasons falling into the yellow. Oh, we also see some Percy shooting at him. Oh, I think he got... No, he didn't get veterancy, but he is at 24,000 mass killed. He will get underneath the surface of the water there, so he's stuck in the northwestern corner. Team 2 does have some ASFs over top to protect him, so it might be able to get him out of there. But again, he is down pretty low. It looked like he was going to be killed off, but just barely survives that fight. And considering he would have died without the shield upgrade, he would have died with... No, he would have probably been fine with some veterancy, but not all of it. And we do see the Harbinger is being eradicated by Boom King. He's now on 2-star vet. Engine is moving around to scoop everything up. Team 2 and Team 1. Team 1's at 880, almost 900. Team 2's at 725. So almost a 175 in favor for Team 1's mass income. That is a chunk of mass to be ahead for sure. Divvied up 4 ways. That's 40 mass a second versus the 15 it was earlier. That's per player, not total. And it doesn't look like anybody else is going to dip their toes into T3 air as of yet. We do see Megalith is coming online for Team 2's Twitchy after the Monkey Lord was eliminated. We do see the Monkey Lord is still being built, but again, it's heavily damaged already, about 50 or so %. So might be better off to keep that in the base. Maybe even just build another Monkey Lord and escort it with the first one. And it does make it very hard to see those circles, huh, without the mod. It's still annoying that didn't enable for whatever reason. T2 being built on Sandman's base. Not the first time I've had that issue. It could just be the way that the mods load in or something, that like when you enable them and whatnot, there's just an issue with that one in particular. I might just have to re-download it, which isn't a problem. It isn't a very big file, so. But it just once in a while have an issue with that. When it's usually because something else happens and it breaks my game somehow. Like the audio issue earlier. Did I just hear that sonar go off? I did hear that sonar go off. Master of Seasons getting some reclaim here from these Percy's. Good use of his time. Getting some more mass to add to the pile. Do see a couple of restorers heading northward. Do see a transport in their foreseeable future, and they will shoot that down. Yeah, the transport goes, oh, that's probably a good move to get out of there. Again, restorers going to win that fight every day of the week. But again, it is one of those things where... a transport like that isn't terrible to lose, but it's still annoying to lose. We do see ASFs get very much some needed kills. Kill off those remaining restorers. Team 1's player of Master of Seasons is still there, but the regen for the shield is now done, which means he now can use the shield to protect himself. Transport, the one that was going to, I guess, pick him up earlier, that was almost killed off by the... Restores from Team 1 is the one that comes to pick him up. His shield is back online. It's super risky. He's now down in the red. 590 hit points on board. Master of Seasons will get back up onto the transport. Torpedo goes, hey, get back here. Master of Seasons is going to get himself out of there. Team 2 is Cool Dude escorting him out of there. Nice teamwork there. We have ASFs maybe looking for a kill. They're going to keep going northward. No, they're not. Does Team 1 still see him? He does see him on the maps. They know he's on that transport. Oh, they know where he is. I'm going to drop him off right there. That's a smart move. Get him into friendly territory, then either walk home, because the longer he stays on the transport, the more likely he will be targeted. We do see Salem's pushing in on the south, and in the middle we have a Crab going after Noob Slayer's base and himself. Going to get himself out of there. Where did that Monkey Lord from him go? It's up here to the north. Looks like some Percy's are moving in to intercept it. 38 minutes on the clock. And Team 2 is still behind Team 1, and that lead is growing even more. It's 1.1 to about 800, so I'd say about 250 or so in favor for Team 1. Gunships come in, do a little bit of damage. Megalith goes and then backs those off, at least with the assisting AA. Monkey Lord is defeated. Probably should have kept that at base, but I mean, it's in Team 2's hands now. Team 1 already got a wreck from them, so I guess a little bit of payback. RAS being built on board Sandman's comm. We have SMD starting to perforate Team 1. Team 2, SMD there. SMD not there. SMD is there. And then I think that's it. I think that's it for Team 2 in terms of SMDs. Not a lot, but, you know, it is something. Team 1 doesn't have a nuke yet. That is the thing, because if they had a nuke, there'd be a different story kind of thing. We do see Megalith pushing in. Not really a lot of defenses online. We do see Noob is continuing to retreat. Don't blame him. Again, he doesn't really have anything to deal with that Megalith. And again, he's facing off against a player that had double eco, so he's able to get another Megalith online real quick. But Team 1 overall is winning the mass game, so usually the ones that are increasing their mass lead significantly like that usually win the game. Not always. Mass is never a 100% indicator of who wins the game, but it definitely helps to have infinite money or close to infinite money. And at almost 30 minutes on the clock, Team 1 has lost one player being off-kilter. Team 2 lost RX first, making it a 4v4 game. Like I said, the eco is heavily favoring Team 1 right now, but we could see maybe an assault from the Megalith if it chooses to go that way. I feel like it actually could have, but decided not to. But let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game. Of course, you haven't, because why not at this point hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience about dealing with my issues. Yeah, I think it took me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to fix the audio issue. You know, reinstalled FAF, reinstalled Supreme Commander, reinstalled Supreme Commander Force Alliance. You know, moved files around, trying to figure out if it was a corrupted file. Got rid of all my mods, got rid of all my maps, got rid of anything I could think of. Reinstalled everything, still didn't work. And I guess I don't really know what fixed it. I was using headphones currently, like a headset kind of setup, which I love them. They work every time. It's great, but I think for whatever reason a setting got enabled on them and it made the audio weird out. And then whenever I closed the game, it would crash, or reload the game, it would like restart the replay would crash. So just weird things. Once in a while, games do that. Computers have ghosts in them or whatever, so it happens. But again, thanks so much for your patience, and let's take a look at the eastern side. Monkey Lord coming in to go after the SMD, and then they grab Twitchy Mofo's comm while I'm doing my little conversation about nonsensical audio issue nonsense. Then Monkey Lord gets a kill, gets up to 3-star vet now, still at about 9,000 or so hit points. Can't hit the other two the other two monkeys because they're too close. Not my monkeys. Other two bricks. I can talk. But the Monkey Lord did its job, killed Nuke defense as Legend Lore. Mexers are dead here. Team 2 is going to scoop them up soon. If Team 1 has a nuke, might as well use it now. 2 more Monkey Lords are now on station for Legend. And looks like Team 1's not going to take advantage of the lack of SMDs yet on the southern side for Team 1. They have a Megalith to deal with, but they do have a GC as well. Gunships are inbound. ASFs are coming in to clean up the gunships. It's going to probably be a trade. Team 1's going to lose their GC. Team 2's going to lose their Crab. But the GC will probably die first, especially with the brick assistance. And those are Percy's, not bricks. They look like bricks because they're icon, but, it's just the way it goes. Boom King on T3 Engineering Suite. We do see upgrade. Oh, he is being hit. A couple more hits. He's going to die. Oh, no. Oh, cancels the upgrade, but gets out of there. Ravager opens up, helps to kill off the Megalith, and we do see a couple of facilities being eliminated. But there's only a couple of Percys, and there's already units moving in to intercept. He could have died there, Boom King, but he did not, which means it is a 4v3 in favor of Team 1 for the first time in the game, because Team 2 did get the first kill on... No, Team 1 did. Team 1 did, and then it was off-kilter, so... They're in the lead once again at 33 minutes. We have 3 Monkeloids down here in the south with 1 Crab from Team 2 Spectre. So a little bit of a rivalry going on down there with the Cybern units. We do see another one is done here for Team 2. It is a bug this time, so using the air to their advantage. Realistically, they don't have that many more ASFs from Team 1, especially at 33 minutes. And we do see, 2 players are producing both gunships and ASFs, so it's not just strictly that. But, and it is a little risky, to be honest. You do see GC being built by Master of Seasons. He's moving in with that first one that he made earlier. And looks like some gunships are going to get hit. Once again, ASFs from Team 1 should be moving into intercept. We have a couple of AA emplacements that are actually Ravagers because they're targeting the land units because they're not actually AA. No, we do see AA now being built for Sandman. And Team 1 loses all their ASFs again. Team 2 is being slowly nipped away. We do see that Team 2's Spectral Slave does, of course, have the triple base, so he's able to pump out a little bit more ASFs without additional income. We have 3 Monkeloids down the middle. They're going northward. Don't know what their goal is right now. We do see the bug is going after the frontline facilities for Boom King once again. T3 restarted for Boom King a little bit further to the edge of the map. T3 air expansion a little bit more here for Team 1's Noob Slayer. And still no nuke from Team 1. Another Crab about to be built by Team 1, this time by Legend. We do see Monkey at about 50% done for Noob as well. We do see the bug is slowly pushing everything back from Team 1. We do see 3 monkeys. That's a lot of firepower and some P-gens. That's going to blow up. That's not going to be fun. One gets blown up, second one gets blown up, and then the third one gets blown up. So a lot of volatile explosions. We do see the bombers moving in for the weakened Monkey Lord. They probably will kill it off. Oh, it's going to get booped, which means it might... Oh, I think that booping would have been enough had that not happened to save that one Monkey Lord's life. But nope, not enough to save it this time. And the Monkey Lord's going to fall underneath the surface of the waves. You do see there are torpedoes on board, so they're slowly whittling away all of the defenses for Team 2 in the ponds. And on the southern side, still not a lot of action. And Team 2, again, the SMD is down, so a nuke could easily wipe out Puchimofo's original base. And artillery started for Team 1 Sandman. Team 1 and Team 2 both at 1.1, which strikes me a little odd. Makes me think it's possibly power-related for somebody. I mean, there's a lot of overflow, so I guess not. Maybe Team 2 was just down on power the entire time, and that's why they were slow behind in eco. Master of Season's not too bad. He has a lot in his bar, so he can maybe be able to spend a little bit more and then stop and fix it. Nuke is online for Team 2's Spectre Slave. He'll probably launch it at... SMD, no SMD, so probably Boom King's base. That is definitely a vulnerable target. We do see 2 monkeys, a GC, and a fatty with no shield on board. That is not good. Definitely needs some power there, Boom King. I thought you had power. Oh, you don't have power now. You had power moments ago, but I don't know what you did to spend it all. We do see those 2 Monkeywoids still being chased down by Team 2. We have Harbingers moving in. We have the Bug, and, of course, all the remaining T3 gunships. There goes the first Monkeywoid. Second Monkeywoid will be eliminated right after that. And there's a Crab down there from Team 1's Legend Lore. We do see a... Salem is moving northward, and it's going to get killed off by those bricks. It just will. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. And shielding being assisted. Looks like it was, getting shot at by something, because unless he was having issues with his power or whatever, doesn't make sense to assist the shielding. And Nuke, about half loaded for its first missile. Team 2 is sending in that charge from the north. We do see GC falling back, trying to get some reinforcements. The Fat Boy was eliminated. Again, strikes me as odd that he had shields and then lost all of it. Those power surges will get you. T3 artillery has been started for Noob and for Team 1 Sandman, so both of them going for longer range tactics. Team 2, you have any counter to that? A couple of shielding. There's a T3 artillery being started by Cool Dude. Naval, obviously the Nuke as well. And I think that is it in terms of the longer range technology. Master of Seasons really utilizing the pawns to his advantage and building units, or specifically GCs, in the pawn to cut down on travel time. Gets them to the front lines sooner. And if Team 1 does charge in, mainly it'll be the engineers dying. That's an easy replacement versus actual, combat units. We have a lot more AA being built by Team 1. Looks like they're trying to start to lock down a few things. We do see artillery is almost done, and the artillery is done for Team 1's Noob. So we have 2 artilleries done for Team 1. None of them have P-Gen assistance. Sorry. Now it's done for Team 1. I would assume that they're going to give one of those over to the others, so that way they can micro the artillery barrages simultaneously instead of targeting 2 separate targets. Usually they target the same thing. Does Team 1 know about the Nuke? Team 1 does know about the Nuke. But does Team 1 have an SMD to the north? They do. Is it loaded? Absolutely not. It is not. And that is not looking good for Team 1's northern side. We do see Boom King charging in with a couple of monkeys and a couple of GCs. First monkey is eliminated. And I don't even know if it was actually within range. We do see the GC to the left is getting hit. Second monkey lord is down. Both those monkey lords got eviscerated by Team 2's forces. And now it's 2 GCs versus 2 GCs with a couple of units on the ground for each. And that GC is about to die. 40 minutes on the clock. This GC, no vet. This GC has some vet. This GC has no vets. So it probably will get 2-star vet and then die right after unless a lot of forces come to show up. GC's in the red. GC's about to fall in the red. And it's going to be close. GC does get killed off right before this one does. This one gets veterancy just to keep them alive a little bit longer. And artillery is starting to bombard. Actually, 2 different locations, so they're not going after the same thing. Looks like shields are starting to be built by Team 1's Spectre. The emissary shot is inbound, and it hits directly on top of the Nuke. I don't know if that Nuke was loaded or not. I should have checked, but it was pretty darn close to being loaded. So if it was, oof. And if it almost was, also oof. Just both oofs. That's got to hurt. Or the, ooh, ow, that kind of thing. We do see Bug going after the SMD to the south. Artillery almost done for Legend Lord. It's going to be number 3 for Team 1. And the Bug will be fine, honestly. There's not a lot of AA. It's being built now, but the ASFs are being held off by Team 1. There's also a Crab being chased by... First time for everything, I guess. They were really chasing that Megalith there. And we do see Pigeons are being killed off. The artillery was killed off. GG says Legend Lore. And the gunships are inbound. Again, they have AA on board. ASFs... I mean, they will be able to chew through some of them, but there is AA from Team 1 here, so it's not going to be an easy fight. And those ASFs are starting to get chewed up pretty quickly. We do see the Bug still alive at 5-star vet, 94,000 mass killed with that thing. Done very well for itself. And Team 2, do you have a backup plan to the Nuke? Dude, the artillery from Team 2 is done. There is that, but I don't see anything else. Artillery started for Master of Seasons to the north. We do have more GCs being built. This one is almost done. We have 2 GCs still online for Team 1. That's actually... Oh, I thought that was the other one. I was like, that one's back up into the yellow pretty quickly, but nope. Not the same one. And the Bug is still here from Team 1. We do see those Fire Beetle spam from Team 2. Spectral Slave not that affected. It's going to be a Crab v Crab. Crab... Well, it's pretty close. It's 0-star versus 1-star, so maybe advantage for Team 2, but it's already in the yellow, so maybe not. And that Bug is still alive, still causing havoc for Team 1's Legend. He's up to 120,000 mass killed with that Bug there. And second artillery almost done for Noob. Second artillery started for Sandman. Lots of artilleries for Team 1. We only see the 1 from Team 2. Looks like they maybe start targeting the shield emplacement for Team 2 for that that artillery. Shield's falling. Spectral Slave is getting hit by a lot of the artillery from Sandman. The Bug is still alive. 135,000 and climbing. GG's in the chat from Cool Dude. We have those T2 fire bills running amok from Team 2's Spectral Slave. They're going to go after some mexes, I would surmise. Some of them are actually going to reach their targets before the PD open up and hit them. And mass storages go down. Looks like, I don't know what their target is, but they are starting to coagulate around those mexes, though. The bug is still alive. 15,000 hit points in climbing? Yeah, climbing. Look at that. And artillery still bombarding Team 2. We do see they've switched tactics and going after the air gun. Wiped out a huge chunk of it. SMD is also down in that location. I don't know if they know about the artillery. Oh, they do know about it. Okay. I was going to say, I think they should know about it at this point. And how's the donut? Not donut. How's the Soul Ripper doing? Soul Ripper, 158,000 mass killed off with that thing. That is insane to me that that bug is A, still alive, and B, has killed off that much mass. And obviously the T2 Naval Headquarters was illuminated a lot earlier ago. 163 in climbing. Try to keep track of that with my little click on it and hover around the map thing. Artillery still getting shot at. Looks like it's more PGen, more air grid focus from Team 1. Is that another artillery shot from Team 1? Where's that one coming from? Oh, looks like there's a second T3 artillery. Yeah, my artillery also didn't get its icons. So the artillery and the experimentals for whatever reason. All the other ones are fine. It's so weird. We do see those forces from Team 1 Sandman being pushed back. The bug up to 183 in climbing. The artillery from Team 2's. The shielding is kind of holding. Luckily, some of the shots aren't actually hitting the shielding, but yeah, it just looks like they're going to hit, and then they don't. Artillery almost done for Master of Seasons to the north. SMD, of course, is already loaded. They're going to be half loaded for another one. Billy Nuke inbound, living up to his name. Boom! There it is. And looks like Team 1 has dealt with the remainder of Team 2's stuff. With that bug go, bug was finally defeated. Probably got pretty close to 200,000 mass killed. Again, it did very well for itself. Eliminated essentially Legend Lore from the game. Has a couple of mexes still, but not a whole lot. Special Slave gives everything over to Team 2's cool dude. No idea what his strategy is, but he did give everything over, which means it's more mass, it's more power. The artillery, however, the shielding is down. We do see the upgrades happening now. How's his power doing? Because it looks like... Oh, that's not great. And there goes the T3 artillery. That is the first threat dealt with from Team 2. The second artillery emplacement has received some damage, it looks like, but it's not dead yet. But shots are inbound from Sandman to deal with that here sooner rather than later. Couple of bricks come say hi. Scat, this has been started from Noob Slayer because why not? And Spectral Slave still just going to charge right in. Team 2 on the northern front, not really pushing in as much as they used to. 46 minutes on the clock. And honestly, Team 2 really doesn't have that much left. Yes, the emissary is almost done, but it's actually taken a second hit already. Shielding is on, off, on, off. So one nice shot and we'll end that artillery gambit from Team 2. And shield takes a hit, so free range. There's the shot, kills off the emissary. And at that point, Team 1 has 3 artillery pieces online. Would have had 4 if Legend Lord didn't lose his, but you know, you can only prevent so much loss. And GC is done. Noob Slayer's over here, going to help defend with his comm. There's a decent amount of bricks, but they're conga lining it now, which means, you know, with easy, just shoot the first one in front of you and then continue, you know, behind it sort of thing. Strap bombers, maybe looking at Noob Slayer's comm. They need actually 7 of them to kill him in one pass. There's a couple of gunships. There's also a new bug, so he actually might get hit here. Strap bomber's going to help. The gunship's going to help a little bit. Strap bombers do get a payload drop, and they will almost kill him off. And guess who's going to die here towards the end of the match? Oh, no, he doesn't die. It looked like he was going to die, but the bug lost all of its shielding. Oh, sorry, all of its hit points. The Noob Slayer lives to fight another day. It looked like he was going to die right there, but I guess not. Spectral Slave's coming to say hi, and it looks like Team 2 recalls and ends the game. Cool Dude Control Ks and whatnot, and Team 1 wins it. 47-51 to 2 seconds on the clock. Team 1 did not have a flawless victory. They did lose off kilter, but it was a great game from Team 1. They did hold. Actually, they kind of got hit in multiple areas. The only place they really held was right here. But, I mean, Team 2 had a lot going for them, but Team 1 just turtled a little bit sooner. It looked like this a Paragon. Look at that. He was thinking about building a Paragon, but he turtled a little bit sooner. And then Team 2, I think, kept relying on the same strategy of using air, which, again, the bug did very well this game, to be fair. So, not going to discredit that. But I think Team 2 pivoted a little bit too later. Their nuke obviously being lost, that's unfortunate. You know, they may have been able... Oh, look, the SMB's dead over here. But they may have been able to kill Boom King, which would have been nice. But realistically, I think the main threats were Sandman and Noob. Noob with the artillery, Sandman also with the artillery. So... And both of them have air. It was really these two players. Oh, look, 2 artillery for each. Look at that. One has pigeons. One does not. But it's not cascadable, though, at all. And isn't very volatile. Except for that, maybe. That's probably not a good placement. But everything else is fine. But Team 1 wins the game. MVPs, I might have to side maybe with... maybe Sandman? I don't know, because it kind of really was just both of them. Legendary did a pretty good job with the Salems and the whatnot on the southern side, and then Boom King defended on the north. But, I mean, I don't think there was, I guess, really one standoutish player. They all did things well, and that was it. But let me know down in the comments who you felt deserves MVP. Thank you so much for watching. At the very end of the video, I'm going to go fix my mods so they actually work for the artillery and the experimentals and whatnot. But thank you so much for watching the very end of the video as always, and I will see all of you in the next one.